Hey guys, it's Tom here from ProDirect Running, and today is a very exciting day because we're going to be taking a first look at undoubtedly one of the hottest releases of the entire year. This is the all-new Nike Alphafly 3 Proto. Now, you've already seen them break the men's marathon world record on the feet of Kelvin Kiptum at Chicago. You've seen the legendary Sifan Hassan transition from the tracks to the road to win not only London Marathon, but also Chicago Marathon wearing this shoe. And how could we forget the great Eliud Kipchoge, victorious on the streets of Berlin once more, wearing the Alphafly 3. So without further ado, let's jump into some of the key tech specs. First of all, I think one of the most notable things to begin with is the fact that we've now got a connected midsole with the Alphafly 3, in comparison to the decoupled forefoot and rear foot that we've seen on both previous versions of the Alphafly. Now personally, I absolutely love the OG Alphafly, and when you hit the forefoot right on those AirPods, that feeling of propulsion is not really like anything else out there on the market. So it's interesting to see Nike switch that up and go for a fully connected design here, but ultimately the main purpose of this is just to improve the transition from rear foot to toe off and enable the Alphafly to feel a little bit smoother for runners with varying foot strikes. Now obviously we've still got a full-length ZoomX midsole with the Alphafly 3, and although there's no official word from Nike as to whether this is a reformulation of that compound, we have been told that lab tests proved that this is 23% more energy efficient than the previous version of the shoe. Now that is a big bold claim, and one that I'm very excited to try out for myself when I finally manage to get my feet in a pair. But all I can say from initial first impressions of the shoe in hand is that the durometer or softness of that ZoomX foam does seem to be slightly different than what we've seen on previous versions of the shoe. Stack height wise, as you might expect, we're still rocking with 40mm in the heel and 32mm in the forefoot for an 8mm drop. The carbon fiber fly plate that runs throughout the length of the Alphafly 3 is still clearly visible through the outsole of the shoe. However, we have got a slightly more pronounced cutout in the outsole, which, as well as saving on the weight, also just enables a little bit more energy storage and therefore energy return whilst you're running. The plate itself is now a little bit wider as well, and that is mainly just to aid with stability. Now, I touched on it briefly when talking about the midsole cutouts and how they have enabled Nike to save a bit of weight on the Alphafly 3. But probably the most exciting thing about this shoe is that we are officially looking at the lightest Alphafly ever. The men's sample size that I'm holding in my hands right here is a US 10 or UK 9, and it's coming in at about 228 grams on the scales, which, considering the Alphafly 2 trended in the opposite direction and gained weight over its predecessor, it's amazing to see Nike strip things back here and deliver what the people really want in a race day shoe. As far as the upper is concerned, we've got a full fly knit here in a radial knit construction, which is designed just to hold and contain the foot that little bit better. It's also using softer yarns than before, which again should just further enhance that comfort. And finally, taking a look at the outsole, this has also been totally redesigned, and we've got a brand new material here which Nike are calling their Fast Shot outsole, which in simple terms is just designed to offer multi-directional traction in all weather conditions. All I can say having the shoe in hand is that it definitely feels very grippy and tacky to the touch, especially the orange sections in the forefoot designed to cover those Air Zoom pods. We've still got the two strips of rubber in the heel of the shoe on either side, but even these have been stripped back to again just help keep the weight down. As is the case with any Nike Proto release, the initial drop of the Alphafly 3 is going to be incredibly limited and available exclusively to ProDirect and Nike Connected members. So to secure your pair, make sure to hit that first link in the description to find out how. With that said, that's just about going to do it for today's video. So let me know what you think of the updates to the Alphafly 3 in the comments down below. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on so you never miss a future running upload, and I'll see you next time.